know, don't call me name. I ain't taking no kind of blame. Something happened along the way, no honesty. What's in me thrown overboard? This is madness. Madness. This is madness. Total madness.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and how are we doing this afternoon?
We can no longer afford. This is madness.
Let me jump on it first and foremost by apologizing.
This is madness. Total madness.
For the disclaimer that I have out is actually 2nd day of April, and I have the 1st. So let me apologize for that from the onset. Welcome to the persons on my Facebook and YouTube page. My dear brother Peter Francis, good evening to you, my brother. All the students today, boy, wow. You all would have missed me yesterday. I'm feeling that, eh?
Going to sleep anytime. With the window open, no worries but crime. Because the burglar.
Mr. Earl Bonaparte, welcome. Alban Harris, Wilfred Antoine, Shama Jeremiah, Iva Holas, Baby Daddy, good evening. Caitlin Lendo, Desiree Joseph, Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, Gillian Noel, and Claudette Abraham. Those are the persons already on my YouTube page. Good evening to you guys.
Rationality is no longer the norm. It might well be we need more social.
I know the persons on my Facebook page would want them to call them out too, eh? But you all plenty already, man. Shawmin Rambo sing good evening to you. Ruth Chetram, good evening to you. Kenrick Gibbs, the first student for today. Teresa Kalimo, good evening to you. The persons out there in the diaspora, good evening to you guys. Some of you all are on the island. I met you guys for the past few days. Good evening. Cathy Albert, good evening to you, my dear friend.
Madness. This is madness. Total madness.
God's blessings to each and every one of you.
In my country.
20%. One share. Make it make sense. Go ahead right now and share the live. Let them know that class is in session.
Losing hope in the battle against the crime and dope.
I know usually you'd hear a song in my headphone.
So nice.
That is every time someone shares the live, I get that feed. So Teresa Kalimo and Shawmin, I just realized that you did your share, right? Somebody just did again. And then another person just did again. I'm knowing when you guys are sharing, right?
But the oil and the other resources still doing well. Carnival, calypso, steel bands still weave us. But it's heartrending when you realize the fear you can dispel. What was once a paradise nowadays is just a living hell.
Norman Noel is saying good evening all the way from Maryland in the United States. Good evening, my dear brother.
Madness, this is madness. Total madness. Something happened along the way. Integrity. It's all but over and done. This is madness.
This is one of the songs I want you guys to listen carefully, right?
Total madness.
Sorry I talked so much during that time.
In my country.
My apologies. But when the program is ended, you would hear it again. If a song has never been applied more to Grenada, it's this one right now. It's a set of madness in the place.
Violence for which there is little defense.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the voice of Slinger Francisco, the Calypso King of the world, the little boy from Grenada. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we would have had, I am speaking of the New National Party, from South Carolina with friends Ruth Chetram. Good evening to you. And all your friends that are around you, tell them that the teacher says hi, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, the New National Party would have had a series of activities that were held over the weekend, be it by PDs or even by the party's executive and other entities. On Sunday, we had a wonderful time at Grand Mall, right? And we basically introduced something new to our fun day events, or big lime as we just call it. We think that too many persons are coming at the event, and sometimes you go around and you meet Doc and you meet other candidates, and we don't get interactive as supporters or members. And on Sunday last, thanks to Brother Nimrod, Oliver, Kenrick, and the guys from Grand Mall, Simo, and the whole team who came together, and we decided even on the ground we were going to do some giveaways, and we had some amazing time. We had musical chairs, we had racing, we even gave away for dancing, right? And you felt that love and cooperation. I mean, Sunday Grand Mall felt different from all the other big limes that we have or would have had. All right, we would have had a wonderful, wonderful time. Sunday last, we did a lot of giveaways. Persons won themselves cell phones, Fire Stick, they won themselves beers. We even had an individual all the way from Switzerland who passed, and he would have his fiancé and himself, and they joined into the event. So it was a wonderful one. We felt the love of the New National Party within the whole emblem on Sunday, and we want to continue on that strain. All right, we had our garden party, which was another wonderful one. PD4 in St. David's, they had a barbecue, and I understand that barbecue was off the chains also. So the New National Party went out for the Easter weekend, and we had ourselves a wonderful time, and we want to thank God for that. All right. However, ladies and gentlemen, however, from the class in session program, and I believe that even Dr. Mitchell would want me to do that, on the behalf of the New National Party, the members and friends of the both individuals who would have tragically lost their life yesterday on Longwall in St. Patrick's, we send out our condolences to the entire family and friends, well-wishers, whomever it is. We want to say our sincere condolences. All right, I don't even know how to describe such an incident. I can't start to imagine how friends and family might be feeling at this stage, but God knows best. God knows best, and God alone knows why He allows certain things to happen. And I know a lot of us will want to sit on His lap on Judgment Day and ask a lot of questions. You understand me? But for those of us who go to the good book, it says, let thy will be done. Right? If it is of God's will, let it be done. And it is tragic. It is one whereby we have not seen it for the first time here in Grenada. I think at this stage, when we wake on a Tuesday morning after Easter weekend, when we don't hear of anything tragic, we have to always thank God. And we know in recent years, we have not waken up on a Tuesday morning without having those tragedies. It was only yesterday, just around after 1 minute to 2, a friend and I was traveling from Grandlands to St. George, and he said to me, you know, it's good thing we had not had anything like drowning or anything like that. And I said to him, wait, let's wait, you know, to be able to say that tomorrow. And then while we were sitting, you know, among our friends and chilling, we got that information. And then we heard about one yesterday evening, and then this morning when we woke up, we understood that the other individual who was involved in the incident has also lost his life. young men. And people, I know we often go on the notion that why they don't take the time and ride, and why they don't take the time and do this, and I see it's that time. It's that time of the year that they normally get that opportunity, right? It's like somebody who loves jab or Veko or Shotney or somebody who likes cricket or football. When the time comes, they usually take the opportunity to enjoy themselves, right? You know what happens when you could do it. I mean, you do it. You could stunt and you want to show off, or you want to, and we all grew up in a time when we grew up when we had cycle, and the little one that could maybe ride the cycle without wheels or with no hand, he sometimes would show that off, to his peers or friends. And that is just how it is. It is a tragic incident. So many conversations as it relates to, why they don't take the time on the road and all the, I mean, there are persons that are going to share the sentiment, and I respect that fact, but it is just that time. Ever so often, it is just that time of the year to enjoy, what they love, or the machine they love using, right? And it is not the first. Pray to God that it could be the last. You understand me? Could be the last, because we went along very well. Very well, and for the entire weekend we heard nothing, and with just about 8 to 9 hours left in the day. So condolences to the friends and family again, and on the behalf of the entire class in session program and the New National Party, I'm swearing that they would want to also extend their condolences. I have not seen it on the party page as yet, but however, I want to do it on the behalf of the entire slate and executive of the New National Party. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the Facebook page of Dr. Mitchell, you would have seen him exhibiting, the most of you would have seen it, and I would just read what was written. He said he woke up this morning with a big smile on his face. Our athletes did us proud. Excellent performance at this year's Carifta Games. Congratulations to Team Grenada. Job well done. And it is a job well done. It is a job well done. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, what we saw for the past 3 days or 2 days of our athletes, 3 days of our athletes, was raw talent. And I'm debating that with anybody. This is no proper training and thank the coach and thank this one and this one. Cost me for that. This is young Grenadians who within themselves and within their hearts have an ability to perform on the athletic forum, and they would have exhibited that last weekend. We don't have this nice training program. Don't make it seem like we had this nice training athletic program that caused our athlete to perform the way they performed over the weekend. Don't give the rest of the world this kind of image. This is young people who within themselves might have did their own training, did their own exercises, maybe a little two hinters here and there. But ladies and gentlemen, this was raw talent displayed by our young Grenadian athletes. And I want all you to press all your likes and all your love on the live right now, just for our Carifta team. At this stage, ladies and gentlemen, they deserve more than just a round of applause. Because at the end of the day, we knew definitely the time span left for these young men and women to get prepared as a team to perform the way they would have performed last weekend. And this is not exalting anybody or bringing anybody down. This is giving praise to the persons who gave themselves off on Sunday, Saturday, and Monday. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a praise to the team, the members of the team, the persons who actually did what they did. the ones that were actually on the field of play, that did what they did, the performance they let out there, was the heart of the Grenadian in them. That is their personal talent. There were no good program put together and well training and well warm up and they had a few days to... No, let's not give the public that. This is the time now that the persons, the Grenada Athletic Authority should look at them and realize their talent and let us start working with them in developing it much more. Don't just take the praise now and put it out there and that we Grenadian athlete. We didn't have no good program. This is young men and young women with a raw talent. Raw talent. Maybe something genetic. Their mother used to run, their father used to run, running there in their family. Or athletics. They go come and try to make it seem now like, oh, we had this good program put together. No. That is raw talent that was being displayed there. When you saw the Jamaican and the other teams among us, you see when they finish run, the way, they put themselves together and they look like that's their job. That is their work. You understand me? That was their job. See, we little boys and we little girls out there throwing out the hats. And I want to congratulate them on that level. Let us give them a round of applause, likes and love, and give them a lot of things on the page right now. Express yourself. A lot of reactions should be expressed on the page right now. Don't let it go wrong and ball. Oh yeah, we sing and thanks to our athlete and thanks to a good program put together. Don't lie. No program was put together. Raw talent we saw displayed over the weekend. Wow, very own. So congratulations to them. Right? So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of things as we continue to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw somebody posted on Facebook as it relates to the transportation and means of transportation to get to and from the Carifta Games over the weekend. And somebody posted it on Facebook and they asked, why didn't the Transport Board or maybe the Ministry of Tourism or somebody, engage the Bus Association and have them come out and have maybe Sunday and Monday, 2 days whereby the transportation or the means of transportation to get to the National Stadium was being made easier. One of the responses that I saw was that a bus is privately owned, and so government cannot mandate that persons come out with their private transportation, which is the minibuses or public service buses, to operate, and which could be truthful to a certain sense. But so too during election campaign, the same buses are privately owned. The same buses are persons who pay their own insurance and so on and so forth. But normally politicians engage them, political parties and political organizations engages them, and they ask them to bring persons to and from the rallies, and they give them a nice little incentive. So let me ask, what in this capacity that government could not have engaged the bus association and maybe give them a little incentive, $200, $300 based on the way they traveling from or to? Because the fact of the matter is, they might take a man from Grenville and he might sometime maybe trip up and down. He might have 15 persons in some cases. Sometimes he get 9 days, he might get 6. But now he knows for himself that even if he makes $65 or $70, he still have the government's incentive, which is $300 to collect. And so you may want to motivate him. You may want to motivate him, you understand me, in giving him that level of incentive. So I saw nothing wrong if government would have engaged the bus association and say to them, assist in whatever way you can. Maybe put out 4 buses from St. Paul's area on Sunday, or, do a proper negotiation and something whereby the private entities would know that they don't come in or they lose. Because a man may travel all the way from St. Mark's to Victoria and he don't get nobody. But he knows if he make the route and he can show that he made his route, then government will give him a little $200-300, whatever it is. Because it's a big game. It's a large game. It is one of the games where you wanted persons to come out. Government gave nothing. Busmen didn't come out. And they did it on their own free will. So I saw nothing wrong, in my opinion. I don't know what your opinion are, but in my opinion, I saw nothing wrong in government having had engaged individuals in the bus association and giving them some form of incentive to maybe come out for the Saturday and the Sunday. I mean the Sunday and the Monday, sorry. So at the end of the day, when it happens in those veins, if government wants to push the fact of the matter is the support and so on, and even if there were areas in the stadium, I'm hearing they say this area sold out and that area sold out. Well, the drone sold all out because there were areas you see in the stadium full of space, like nobody weren't there. So I don't know where the sold out part of it came, because yesterday I spoke to an individual and they said to me, he tried purchasing a ticket and they say he sold out. So I don't know which part was sold out, but the drone sold you guys out because there were one person in areas where the drone was picking up. So I don't know who sold out. I don't know if the Carifta sold you or the drone sold. Some sold out took place. You understand me? So at the end of the day, when you have events like that, government tend to thrive. Normally when you have cricket and so on, and sometimes you hear government would have buy, or the new national party buys a ton of tickets, maybe for cricket or football, and give it away. The incentive or the drive behind it is to go and support the people that are representing the country. And sometimes a man goes to the national stadium, he maybe don't have the money to buy the ticket to go inside, but when you get inside, you have $20 to maybe buy a beer or chicken and chips. Or maybe 3 beers. Still comes back at the same thing. So government needs to look into that. You guys need to look into this. You can't just sit back and just expect people to, the Carifta games are coming up and we want persons to come out. That alone is not happening. That alone won't drive people to go there. So government need to understand that at times you engage maybe transportation and so on, shuttles, make accommodation. You see everybody maybe coming there yesterday by their own means or some way, or some private person say, listen to me, let me make a run. But you see, if you give that incentive, a man in Victoria say, boy, what, government looking for 3 buses from Victoria, and a man say, okay, but let me go. There's $150 or $200 you didn't even know where were coming from, and government is going to give you that. During the rallies, this happens. See busmen making 4 and 5 trips when he are rally in certain places, and collecting $500 and $600 and $700. And now we have athletes representing Grenada at the National Stadium. And that incentive, that thought could not have come to mind. Such a waste of time as. Anyways, let's go on. And there's this clipping that I heard today. And I hope I don't play too long, because what I really want you guys to get in what I'm about to play is the first part of what is being said. And I want you to listen it carefully. I want you to listen it very carefully and sit and tell me if this is not something I've been saying for a long time as it relates to morals and principles. Just take a listen. Just take a listen to it.
Every day I am getting to dislike all of you all. Not just some of you all, And is that the most dangerous people to be with are powerful people without principles. There are politicians who got power but no principles. I prefer to have someone with principles and no power than to have them with power and no principles. Why? Because they use the power to kill you, but they ain't got no principles. So they will eat you alive. They will fire you. They'll destroy you. They'll do all kinds of undercurrent work to undercut you. When you finish, you're out of a job. And they laugh at you on your way out. No principles.
Ladies and gentlemen, tell me if that does not sound like what I've been preaching to you guys for the past umpteen time as it relates to this political organization. Morals, principles. They seem to have none. They seem to care less. And when I saw the video, and I said to myself, that makes sense. Continue to scroll. I don't know if you're going to hear this, but I am sorry. And as somebody said to me on Sunday, it's time that I get it to the point where persons could actually view what I'm listening. And I'm going to be working on that with my technical team. But listen to this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't see it, I'm going to make it public. This is a video, personal selfie video, that was made by parliamentary representatives Karen James and Andy Williams at the Carifta Games. Now, persons always tend to say, oh, they're down to earth. You see nothing wrong in this. Morals, principles. Now, persons need to understand at times what you're getting yourself involving when you're getting yourself involved in it. I don't care what you say about an individual being human, you being an average individual's wife or husband, as opposed to you being the husband or wife of a minister of government or a pastoral ministerial position that in which you hold. There is a way and a decorum in which you must act. I don't care what you tell me. You can't tell me the pastor's wife and the drunkard's wife behavioral pattern is expected to be the same on the notion that they are humans. You can't say this to me because there are morals and principles that goes with the position in which you hold. Because when you get yourself into certain position, and the gentleman is saying, if you have power, and as it's been said, and it's correct, when you have power, your principles goes with it. And at times you don't understand the power you have and you abuse your principles. Or you have no principle at all. So as he says, he rather somebody that has principles than have power. I rather the Drake pass and tell me good morning every day than the rich man on top the hill who passes me in his vehicle would wet me because he has power. And for those of us, that is the understanding. Because when you have power, ladies and gentlemen, there comes principles with it. You must have principles when you have power. You can't say to me that the Prime Minister failed to put on a standards to go in the National Stadium on the first day of the opening of the event. You can't tell me the Prime Minister is down to earth and goes to to a summit in Guyana and he has his jacket in a kind of way. And it's because he's down to earth. There are principles that goes with this. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of us who have never been to those things before, and as a police officer I've gone to it, you come down on the airport, you mount the desk from the plane, you're well dressed, a vehicle pick you up, you're in your hotel. 30 minutes. It doesn't take you no lengthy period of time with the clothing that you have on you. You understand me? At times, this is like about 25 minutes, if all that, 45 minutes. Oh, we welcome the Prime Minister of Grenada. Comes on the ramp of the plane. He goes on to the desk, and whatever state you're on, you may get a fanfare, and you step out. You may want to interact, and that is your choice, or you can get into your vehicle, and you can go to your hotel, because it's a summit. 3-4 days, you all might be seeing each other. Right? Somebody said they didn't hear the clip properly. Well, it's not that clip, it's very low. But let me see if you could play it again. That's the minister. You don't know. That's the minister. This is about principles, ladies and gentlemen. And hence the reason why we have the command saying, no, if the priest could play, who is me? Why you think there is a saying of that? Why you think there is a saying like that? Because an individual looking on to somebody as a priest is expecting him to have principles. And so when he does not show principles, what is going to happen? Well, if he could play mass, I could play mass. You are the Carifta Games. You look at some other ministers all over the world, Jamaica and so on, they're going in all kind of reggae fest. And they would stand with the best song playing. And they may just shake a little shoulder, drink. Sometimes you just need to be ethically correct. You're not fake. But you have to know when to turn it on and turn it off. You have to know where to turn it on and turn it off. Now this is her selfie video. Her video. Right? What if the camera itself had picked that up? What if the camera itself had picked that up? How many times, ladies and gentlemen, and let's be realistic, would you be looking at any sporting event and any politician would react or be reacting in such a manner? Let's be honest. You watch cricket, you watch football, you look at so many things around the world. Yes, your youthfulness is in you. We expect that. And you're going to go to a private event and you could do this. You could go in a private event. Like you realize that when they were at the shop and they were dancing and so on, I mentioned it lightly in my program, but I never elaborated on it because this is your private scope. You're outside, you have a little drink, you think and all you decide all you. Because there are times we go in events and we together and we may see, Saturday night, Sunday night, sorry, Sister Clarice and I was shaking with leg in a private event, political party event, and you're enjoying yourself. And so you want to, you know what I mean? But you are at the Carifta Games, a regional meet, a minister of government, a parliamentary representative, and you on a phone. Who are you waiting on me? Like, come on. Where's your morals? Where's your ethics? Where's your principle? We understand we are Grenadians. We understand our culture. We understand our culture. Hence the reason why you think the big conversation was being made when Dr. Mitchell, the lady came and danced on Dr. Mitchell. Dance on Deacon Mitchell. Because people look at their moral and principle to be different. When you think a picture wasn't shown of me dancing with somebody, we are not on the same page when it comes to the moral and principle that people are expecting from us. Come on. And we're going to sit aside and say, oh, well, they're young. They're young, so we could expect that from them. Really? So we accept immorality or non-principles on the basis that, oh, they're Grenadians, man. When you hold certain position, people look up to you in a different way. And nobody ain't telling me different. Nobody ain't telling me different. Same thing, I looked at the parliament sitting. And while the camera was viewing, and somebody got it, one of the speakers on her side speaking, and she's sitting there, yawning. Nobody says somebody can yawn. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. I show there are other members in the house that when they're ready, they yawn because they're tired, this boredom, restlessness. But the camera there on the speaker, they right here by the speaker, and you lean back and as always say this, ladies and gentlemen, okay, what all you say? See Cecil? Our dear Governor General, although those can beat her when it comes to moral. See that? You don't get in her doing them thing and them. She's a queen in her own right. And when we say she represented the queen, Cecil Lagranat represented the queen. You think she don't have her moments? Think she don't have her moments? But there is ethics, principles that goes with it. Ethics and principles. Dr. Modest, Miss Pierre, Sister Louis, there. Not that old, so normally you would find them gyrating or moving in an event, but you would just see them getting on like that. Yeah, cause I do, but I'm talking on morals and our principles as a Governor General. She have always kept that. You know, she don't drop she guard at that level. Never drop her guard at that level because she understands the assignment. And people asking for you, people looking for you, can't find you in Guav, but you're asking who are you waiting on me, and they're waiting from the girl from the country. Guav people waiting on you. Guys who waiting on you. Guav people are waiting on you. Come and answer questions and answer Guav people. That is who you have to answer. That is who waiting on you. Guav people. They're waiting for your representation. That is what they keep waiting on. So don't come and sing and make noise and make pappy show now and make it seem like thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to move on, and we're going to touch on some hypocrisy of this political organization, and to bring to light one of which was highlighted more that we spoke about last week, and I got the clipping this week, which was made public as it relates to the response to Brother Cornwall last week by Brother Peter David. And I want to play this on the understanding of how much they would have read certain things, and know that it is happening to them, they can't take it. Listen to this.
But my friend from St. Patrick's West is complaining that people are complaining. You sit there and complain that nothing was done over the years for roads. That's what you say, with all the network of roads that we have throughout the country. With all the, my brother from St. George Northeast said, no, don't bow down, lift your head. Be proud of the, what do you call the road? Mount Kuma Road. So things were done, but remember, we will always need, we don't have a particular topography that will always need, roads need high maintenance. In Mabia Road is an example. When I was in NDC government, years ago, we were talking about Mabia Road. It was costing about $5 million there. Couldn't be done. So don't complain about people complaining and nothing was done. When you tell people nothing was done, so now they're saying to you, come to your head, nothing is done, because it is a culture that we encourage not to recognize what was done. Let us start by recognizing what was done so that the people will understand in 2 years, they won't be telling you to do nothing. I don't know if you do, but the people are suggesting you didn't do, but don't complain when you stand and complain that we who spent years there have done anything.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. My sentiment shed same way last week. Same way. You sat as an opposition, not as an opposition, as a party in waiting, a government in waiting. And you said nothing was done. Not one road was built. Absolutely nothing. You ponder on it, you preach on it. You bred that levels. Now you reach the people saying the same thing, that nothing is being done. And you're going in the House of Parliament and saying how people could say that nothing is being done and where government is expected to get money. I don't want to sound repetitive, but I only play that clip for you to understand, ladies and gentlemen. For you to understand the morals, the hypocrisy, of this political organization and this government. The same things in which they condemn, the same things in which they castigate, they are going now and telling the Grenadian people, oh, wait, hold on. Telling the same set of people how we expect, where we getting money. When you all stood in your campaign and said the amount of things that all you would have done, little or nothing has been done. We hit April. Little or nothing. Go back. And I want to take the time off. I want that team of people with me, because we're going back. We are going to go back to this piece of document all you would have been made public. That all you say and all your plans were in it. We're going back to that piece of document. Because all you have not fulfilled anything. Nothing promised to the Grenadian people. And now is a set of excuses. Nothing promised to the Grenadian people, in which all you lie so much about that the NNP government could not have done it. Lie to the Grenadian people and say NNP wicked. They don't give it all you that because that area was NDC area. Some people telling persons, oh, that road can't fix because a set of NNP and NDC that live in here. But the minister, the clothespin minister, when you all want, you get a brand new road that leads straight to his home. But you're asking the people where government will get money in 2 months. The minister is not even the parliamentary rep, I shouldn't say the minister. At the time he built the road, he was the minister. The parliamentary representative in St. George's Northeast. Go and see the new road he built where he's staying. Go and see it. And you're asking where government getting money within 2 months to build the roads. Roads you promised to build in 6 months. You're asking where government get money in 2 months to build it. After being in office for more than a year and 9 months, you're asking people where are you expect government to get money to build road? But the clothespin minister, the one that's studying online, he built a brand new road to go where he living. They say Cornwall build house road too. So all you build road. All of all you build road. But the people in St. Patrick's East had to suffer. Because why? Where government getting money? All you feel people stupid. All you feel people stupid. The level of hypocrisy, ladies and gentlemen, and Brother Peter David would have brought it more to light. Brought it more to light, because the level of hypocrisy is going to start coming out. The level of hypocrisy is going to start coming out. And here more. Look at another one.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Investors in Grenada, we cannot afford to continue bringing investors in Grenada and have them taking them to Ghanaians and showing them all the beaches in Ghana. We want investors to also look at the beaches in St. David's. Ghanaians is not Grenada. Ghanaians is just part of Grenada. And we're going to make sure that when the investors come to Grenada, St. David is being given an opportunity for the investors to really look at the space that we have available and to give it some form of consideration.
That was the voice of the National Democratic Congress's acting political leader, Adrian Thomas, speaking at the demonstration held Sunday, February 28th at the site of the Six Sense Hotel project, currently under construction in La Sagesse, St. David. The demonstration, which called for the preservation of the natural habitats and environment in the area, was organized by the NDC.
Today we are in Lassages Heights, where we have the Six Senses Hotel being developed by range developers. Already, over 300 construction workers are on site. This is the biggest development project in St. David's to date. I promise that we'll have one hotel. Now, this one, 75% completed, and we have turned sod for the same developers, range development.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it yourself. I'm certain you heard it yourself. Absolutely the highest level of hypocrisy. And we gave you all the series of as it relates to how it happened. We gave you guys all how it happened. Now I just had a flitter in studio, so let me just give me like just about a second to just load the music down in my background.
Once upon a time, this country was sweet. People could align freely on the street. Whether it was north or south, you could always walk without fear of molestation and intimidation. We had no money.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I just had a little flitter. The music in my background just lifted a bit, and I don't know for whatever reason. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, and the last clip that I played, you heard the series as it relates to the level of the hypocrisy. Right? You first said to the Grenadian people, right, as acting political leader of the National Democratic Congress, that you believe that at the time, the government were not making investors invest in the St. David's area. And follow me. Had a whole press conference concerning that. You believe that government did not do a good job in terms of that, or were not doing a proper job in terms of that. They then got an investor to start investing in the Lassages area, and so they hit the ground rolling. You then mounted a protest. The same you, Adrian Posweda Mitchell, you mounted a protest in the same Lassages area, where you would have stated that government were not investing in St. David's. When they started to invest in St. David's, you have a protest. Make it make sense. And today, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, they're in full praise for the Six Sense Hotel. They dress in slippers and a white suit to go and open the same project in which their political organization would have mounted a protest to have cease and desist. Imagine that. Just imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody castigate you, they say, listen to me, the house you want to build, you would never build it. He's a Thomas, thank you. Sorry, Thomas, Adrian Thomas. To get it right, thank you very much, Ruth. The same house they tell you would never build. The same house they tell you you're building on your boundary. And now you build the house, they asking you, I can come across by you for a little bit of sugar, no? And when you're doing the praise for the house, you invite some of your friends and you cook up, and they come across and eat. And now they're having the conversation with your friends and saying, but they're one of the best houses. Hypocrisy at the greatest level. If there is not a political party in the world that don't know how to be the hypocrite. This shameless bunch, they good at it. You asked for it, you know. You asked for it. While as a government in waiting, you ask for it. You say government not sending investors in St. David's at all. But Oliver Joseph said, hold on, brother, let me put you to task. And he bring in one of the greatest investors. The biggest investment to ever take place in the St. David's area. And as he said in it, to date. Bring him to shame. Hotel in St. David's. All these years, I guess some people that die and never hear that. Big hotel in St. David's. You wanted to stop it. You stood with your goons in that same soil and you wanted to stop it. But today, your political leader, parliamentary representative, and you as senator, all you go up there and all you laugh the other day, man. All you green, all you drink in a glass. All you had a wonderful time. Well, I don't know if brother, well, we got to find out that, I don't know if brother Joseph was invited, Oliver Joseph, I don't know if he was invited or any praise was given to him or the past administration. Papa, I don't hear the speech yet. I find the speech was given and not recorded. We had to look for that speech. You understand me? Invest what? Somebody say, Terry, you waiting for, we're waiting to see cock rotate? These people bringing investors way? For NDC to bring in an investor here, you have to be making chewing gum. Because here things real sticky. Problem in this country. Don't understand this. Waste of timers. They are the best Mitchell and they like him. I are the best Mitchell too and I like him. I are the best Mitchell. You hold your Mitchell, I go hold me Mitchell. I like me Mitchell too. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't invite Brother Oliver? We have to look into that. That might be tomorrow's program. In the St. Andrews Southeast, and I should have said that at the beginning, the constituency meeting will be held at the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, the Intercol winning school, right? In Telescope, so it would have already started at 6:30. I have not been given any indication whether or not it should have been started, I should say. Right, I haven't been given any indication as to anything that it is off or anything like that. But I know it is always that. You understand me? But please go to the meetings that are being held. I think there would be one in St. Mark's on Thursday. Well, definitely, I'm in my parish. I'm going to take a picture at the bridge because I think it's going to be held in the Bonet Government School. So I want to see some pictures at the bridge. I'm going to make trouble in Victoria. Call the police. Alright? Sorry. One of the events that we have carded again. Somebody's asking me if I saw the Prime Minister's dress code at the Carifta Games. No, I think it has gotten to the point. Oh, so somebody's saying the meeting don't start as yet. All right. So the meeting has not yet started, but it is scheduled to happen tonight, right? You would hear the political leader, you would hear Sister Emlyn Pear, and you would hear Sister Kate Skeeter Lewis. These are the three dynamic speakers for tonight at the meeting tonight, right? In terms of the dress code of the Prime Minister, I think it has become to the point where they are accepting it. Again, goes back to moral and principles, right? If you're going to an event of that nature and you're hosting, this is 3 days of event. On the first day, you could have dressed properly, or what we would call formal. And then the next 2 long days, if you're going to the event, you can dress a little more low-key. Right? You can dress a little bit more low-key. But I guess he did that. And thank you so very much, Sister Walcott, for reminding me about this. And I need this clip, you know. I need this clip because somebody saying to me on Saturday night that I lied when I said to them that Brother Deacon Mitchell had promised during the campaign to get nets into Grenada. I don't know how many of you all remember this. It is like me alone that remember this, and I'm asking persons who are around me, but it's my friend. So we normally get involved in peaceful conversation, not confrontation, but conversation. And I was reminding them that during the general election, he supports the NDC, that the Prime Minister did promise seaweeds were going to be cease and desist by getting nets. But only to wake up this morning and see Lasher tractor on the beach. Where is Brother Robinson? Rondell Robinson? They are damaging the beach in Granance by using tractor to pick up seaweed. Nobody to tell Rondell, eh? Somebody please send a number for Rondell Robinson. Glenda Robinson, contact your cousins for me. Yes, the Prime Minister did say so. That they were going to, I think he mentioned something either about China or some way, and that they were going to get nets, and that when the seaweeds are coming in, they are going to, I wish I could get my hand on this clip. I don't know if anybody has it, and I had to look for it. I had to look for it. But ladies and gentlemen, the nets are not in as yet. And so what is being used at this stage are tractors. Heavy duty transport are on Grandlands Beach picking up seaweed. Believe it or not, we have photographs to show. And I'm going and share it right now. So if you go onto my Facebook page, in a while, you would see it happening at the Grandlands Beach. I'm going to share it right now. So don't say a lie. Share. Hit share. So just go on my page and you're going to see that it's no lie. There is actually a big tractor on Grandlands Beach picking up seaweed. Where is Rondell Robinson? They are damaging the beach. That is damaging the beach. Yeah, Rondell in the post office over there killing rat. NNP Carriacou Pinimadnick New York chapter presents Spring Fever Brunch with a pop of color. 302 East 91st Brooklyn, New York, Lenox and Claxon on April the 20th at 12 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, go out there in New York and be a part of this. I have to get in contact with the entire team because believe it or not, I want to believe. Anyway, let me not say anything as yet. But somehow or the other, I don't know why. I think I'm going to take this opportunity for finally that the diaspora team meet me. What if I find it's time that the diaspora team meet the teacher? You understand me? I think that is only right that Spring Fever Brunch. I think I should be at that one. Well, I need some suggestions. What do you all think? You all believe I should go? You all believe I should stay? Whoa, what are your suggestions? But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this one is going to be a wonderful event, and it is named A Pop of Color. So I guess you can, be a little fancy and nice and neat in this event. All right, so go out there and enjoy that event. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you think we were a bit low-key today? Karen is saying, oh yes, it's about time. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a clip for tomorrow, and I believe that's going to be my first clip played. I think I should be able to, my technical team and I are supposed to work on that, and we should be able to get that. All right. Well, I saw Sister Glenda Robinson posted it, but I don't think Brother Sheldon had messaged me about it. But I think he's going to be broadcasting from 7:30 tonight. I don't know if that's a conformative, but however, I saw Sister Glenda Robinson posted it on her page. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break here. It was another wonderful evening having conversations with you guys. And I don't want you to run off. I said to you that sparrow, I want you to listen to it and see if it does not apply to Grenada right now. All right. Persons on my YouTube page, it is always a pleasure to have you guys here and to be able to converse with you guys. Somebody's asking whether or not Sister Glenda is going to pick them up to go to the brunch. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure being here. Again, we would always be able to communicate. Just get onto the page, get onto the class in session page, and you would have the conversations with me. Remember, we would be back here again tomorrow at the same time, same place. Class will be in session. Bell would be ringing a little bit early tomorrow, right? Because we want to have a lengthier day tomorrow. We want to actually have conversation day. And I like it to be conversation, and I believe you guys would like to call in. But get into the comment section and say what you want to say. And I would read it. I mean, I'm not so good at reading, but I'll try. All right? But I realize most persons don't like the call-in part of it. Or you can WhatsApp me and I would be able to read it. All right? Yes, there would be class tomorrow. Class would be starting at 6 tomorrow, as per usual. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure again for another wonderful, wonderful evening. God's blessings to each and every one of you. Be safe. Be persons that I can speak to tomorrow and not about. All right. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful evening. God's blessings to each and every one of you. My name is Royalty James for another class in session program. I'm signing out for another wonderful evening. God's blessings. Have yourself a wonderful evening. All right.
Once upon a time, this country was sweet. People could align freely on the street. Whether it was north or south, you could always walk without fear of molestation and intimidation. We had no money, but used to live right. The people used to be just poor and polite. It didn't matter what, we were always taught to do. Honor your mother and father and love thy neighbor. No honor and respect gone through the door. We living in a state of undeclared war. Youths acting like they said parents want to abstain. Shouting out, don't call me name. I ain't taking no kind of blame. Something happened along the way. No honesty was simply thrown overboard. This is madness. Madness. This is madness. Total madness. Something happened along the way. Morality we can no longer afford. This is madness. Madness. This is madness. Total madness. What's going on in my country, Lord? Tell me what is wrong, I want to know. Hijackers, kidnappers, and multiple murderers. Trinidad and Tobago, long ago was never, never so. This is madness. This is madness. People used to go in to sleep anytime. With the window open, no worries but crime. Because the burglarizers, the peeping toms and mischief makers were all behind bars. Now the murder rate gone up, I ain't telling lie. Like the crime wouldn't stop, don't care how we try. The realization is that the laws of the nation is in chaos and total breakdown. Rationality is no longer the norm. It might well be we need more social reform. Politicians do finding themselves in all kind of sexual act, but allegations can be used as facts. So not me, I ain't touching that. Something happened along the way. Now self-respect seem to have little value. This is madness. Madness. This is madness. Total madness. Something happened along the way when intellect never resolve an issue. This is madness. here was paradise, and no other place on earth was so nice. On land or sea or foam, once your neighbors scream in very near you, they must come back home. The living was easy, no thing gets so tense. The reason is clearly too much violence. I said the wicked and the evil, the intimidation terrorizes the decent people. But the oil and the other resources still doing well. Carnival, calypso and steel bands still weave us. But it's heartrending when you realize the fear you can despair. What was once a paradise, nowadays it's just a living hell. Something happened along the way now, dignity seems to be sick and full.